Kenny Gajewski, he's part of the family that's the nomads in the athletic department right now would be the Cowgirl softball team. They left last weekend. They've stopped in Conroe. They've stopped in Beaumont. They've stopped in Lake Charles, Louisiana. They're now sitting in Baton Rouge. They have yet to have a misstep along the way on this long road trip that's taking them across Texas and the Gulf Coast. And now they're looking at a possible record. And I'm not going to bury the lead, Coach Gajewski. When you go for a record, you make sure it's not cheap, because if you're going to get this all-time consecutive win record, it's going to come against somebody pretty doggone good.
Yeah, I had no idea about that until I think you sent me something, and then I was looking on just scrolling through our Twitter feed and some stuff like that, and I saw that. So obviously not something that we were even thinking about, but hey, it's kind of fun to talk about, and we'll see if we can't keep this thing rolling along. We're obviously getting ready to play our next 5 games. Are going to be all you can ask for as a Division I athlete when you get to go play in maybe the nicest stadium in America for softball here at LSU, and we get to play the home team twice. We get to play UL twice. Both of them are ranked, either in the top 10 or right outside the top 10. And then we play a Buffalo team as well that'll be coming a long way to play. So we're excited. We're actually just getting off the bus now to practice. We had yesterday off, and we got them up this morning, had breakfast, and watched about an hour's worth of film from our last 7 games. And we got our pants on. We're getting ready to practice and practice hard. So I'm excited about it. We have not practiced in over like 16 days on an actual field. We've been in our indoor to hit, right, but this will be the first time in 16 days that we've been on a field. So I'm won't lie, I'm really excited about the next couple hours.
Yeah, you mentioned video, and I know in just about every sport there is a learning curve to athletes allowing video to help them, because you've got a team that's older and veteran with players like Pennington and Febri, and even the younger players, Factor and Naomi and so forth. They're mature beyond their classification, I think. Does this team do a pretty good job in both in meetings and in looking at video and using it to help them become better players?
Well, they do, but they're not unlike any other student athletes. They have a threshold for when it becomes goofy and our attention, starts to kind of lack. We got through about 45 plays here this morning. Things that we just kind of circled, things to watch, good and poor plays. And I pinpointed just as many of our veterans as I did our young kids, just simply because, Robert, we haven't played in 11 months. We really have not played, and we're now 9 games in, and we have some things that we can really, really coach, and I can get their attention, because really the only thing as a head coach that you can do is, the only thing that I can really control is playing time, and so this gets their attention fast. And again, we love to highlight great plays, routine plays that we take for granted, and then I want to highlight plays that we may have gotten out on, but we could have got a second out, or we may have made a play, but we gave up an extra base. And playing against LSU and UL that we're about to face, and Buffalo, you better make these plays or you're going to lose games. And we're pitching very, very, very well. We're hitting very, 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 very well. We're running the bases well, but we're getting ready to play top teams and take nothing away from who we've already played, but it's about to get real fast. And so I'm excited about the opportunity, and this is a perfect opportunity to keep their attention. So I'm excited about what these guys have done.
I'm not going to keep Kenny long. You can tell when he was talking about practice, and the next couple of hours he's going to be, in his version probably of heaven for this time of the year, and that's coaching and getting after it with his ball club. 2 things hard to pick which to talk about and brag about, whether it's pitching, defense, and hitting. because both of them have been pretty solid here since the start of the season, and certainly since you got on the road this week, going through Conroe and Beaumont and Lake Charles right into Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, we played 9 games. I think that we've made about 5 errors. We've hit okay. I mean, our numbers are really good, but I'll be honest, we're just hitting okay. If you ask Jeff, I don't think he's very happy at all, and I think that we're hitting around 390. Again, you base it off who you're playing. We should be hitting very, very well. Again, taking nothing away from who we played, we haven't faced the type of arms consistently yet that we're going to face in our conference. So I'm happy. I'm nowhere close to being satisfied. We've got to get Sydney Pennington going. We got to get Reagan Wright going. Feebree's hitting 570 or 560 with 14 RBIs in 9 games, and she really hasn't hit the ball consistently hard like she's capable of since the first weekend. She had a big hit against McNeese. She's getting her hits, which is a really good thing, and that's how you have great years. When you're not going great and you're still getting hit. But she's finally starting to lock back in, which is really good. And so it's hard to tell, but I'm really happy to be 9-0 with this group. I mean, every big game has been a road game, which is tough, road or a neutral site. So this team is seasoned. We've had very little practice since we've been back. So we just need practice. We just need, facing good arms. We just need, unfortunately, we need to play in front of big crowds. But even here at LSU, we're only going to get to play in front of about 500. So I just day by day taking nothing for granted and just enjoying being with these kids. And they're just a lot. They're a lot of fun to be around. So we're just taking it day by day.
Last thing, and you did a very eloquent job yesterday on Sirius XM on the Big 12 network of explaining from a coach's standpoint what the pandemic did, what it cost your athletes, how they've had to try and mentally adjust. I thought that was a pretty good short sermon that you gave, and I know how with us you've talked about the joy of getting back on the bus. Okay. The bus has been really moving this last week. Have you had too much of the bus yet?
Not me. They might have it in the back, but I have not had too much of it. I've loved it. It's been great. We've had some great conversations. I'm hearing some funny stuff. Our motto has kind of been pitch to pitch, and these girls like to sing. It's hilarious. So they get the tunes going. They're singing and having fun. And Coach Jeff said, maybe we had to change our motto to pitch perfect. And so we're just kind of laughing and having fun. So love what they're doing. Love being around them. I think they're having a blast, and I can see this team starting to really mold into a really good team, and that's what it's all about.
Now, can't wait for this weekend because again, double dip with LSU on Friday. You've got UL a couple of times. This will be a really, really good test for the ball club. And like I said, if that record ends up going down, it will not have been earned cheaply. It'll be one that was earned in earnest if you sweep LSU on Friday. So that'll be a pretty cool record, especially considering who you would have done it against. Hey, I appreciate it. Go practice, man. Go practice.
All right, man. Thank you. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay. All right. Kenny Gajewski, Cowgirls softball coach, and there.